One of the current issues we have are all the issues going on, or all the problems going on with ICE investigations. Uh, the latest was an ambush and attack on some ICE officers where one ICE officer was actually shot in the neck. He is recovering. There were 10 arrests made, if I'm not mistaken, Bones.
I think that's correct. Um, yeah, I think that's correct. That's probably going to change to more, but I think that 10 was the initial arrests that were made.
One of the interesting things I thought about it is, as I was reading through it, the 10 arrests, these people were, they're trying to figure out who funded them and who started it. The weapons that they had were all top of the line, new model assault rifles. They were all in brand new black tactical gear. Looks like it just came off the shelf. Uh, and yet, the people they arrested are not those that would have the funding to supply themselves with that type of tactical equipment. So we're
Yeah, I
look,
heard that Trump was the instigator of initiating the investigation on who's funding this.
okay,
And it might be more. In his interview about it, there might be more coming. You know,
right. Well, it was
so he
definitely a
want
planned attack.
they want to know where the money's coming from for this. But,
Right.
uh,
Well, we know the support coming out of some of the Democratic sanctuary cities, the support for anti ICE. Karen Bass, mayor of Los Angeles, actually went down to the scene of mass immigration raids that was involving ICE officers and the military, tried to interfere. The ICE officer in charge confronted her, told her, I don't work for Karen Bass. I work for the federal government. You have no jurisdiction. Get out of our way or you will be arrested.
yeah, and rightfully so. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Any state official that opposes a federal action um, it is not an American in my book.
Well, and I
Or-
agree. They're upheld. They take an oath to uphold the Constitution, to uphold the laws of this country, and to turn around and interfere with them. Uh, they've got a warped sense of what a sanctuary city is supposed to be.
I think they ought to put MS-13 tattoos on their foreheads and turn them loose.
That might not be a
Uh,
bad idea. The other one that has come out publicly now, and I don't recall his name, the mayor of Chicago came out with the same statement that he will not allow ICE in his jurisdiction in his city, that he will not cooperate, and that he will take all actions to interfere and stop them from doing their job. Again, the man should be arrested. This is interfering with federal investigations. They have no jurisdiction for that.
right. Even saying that, I mean, I have a friend. Have a friend that went to prison for 9 years for threatening to blow up a facility.
Right. And yet now
Just work.
you've got open defiance, open fire on agents and on ICE facilities and on ICE agents doing their job. This needs to stop. The deportations are legal. They're doing their job. They're doing it correctly. Any interference with that should be dealt with very harshly, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, old school. That's how it was handled. That's what I was getting at with the friend because he was unarmed. He didn't have any explosives on him. He just said the words, and the wrong people took it as a threat. And you don't make those kinds of threats legally and get away with it unless you're a Democrat in a sanctuary city.
Apparently, apparently their definition of terroristic threat differs from that of the rest of the United States. In either case, these actions need to stop. Allow these officers to do their job. They're doing what they were hired to do by a president who is following through on what he was hired to do the will of the American people.
Right. Right.
So from
So
Bones
just,
and Padre Havoc, there you have it. Our
yeah,
opinion.
our opinion, and stay positive, everybody.